Well, it gave everybody a wonderful new label. It's Diana's Unstable.
It's mainly because she came back with all these stories and full of excitement and just passion for what she'd been doing.
After years of silence, Prince William has spoken out about the emotional wounds that shaped his life. His jaw-dropping confession sheds light on the struggles behind the royal facade. What secret could he no longer keep hidden? Stick around as we unravel the stunning details of this royal revelation. From the moment he was born, Prince William and Princess Diana shared a connection that was far deeper than what the public could see. Diana, known for her warmth and compassion, found immense joy in being a mother. For William, she wasn't just a royal figure. She was his guide, protector, and best friend. Diana worked tirelessly to shield William from the rigid expectations of royal life. She wanted him to experience the world beyond the palace walls and instilled in him a sense of normalcy. Unlike previous generations of royals, she took her children to amusement parks, let them enjoy meals at fast food restaurants, and even walked with them through bustling London streets. These moments weren't just about fun, they were lessons in understanding the world beyond the monarchy.
I wanted her to be proud of the person I would become.
Diana believed that William's future as a king depended on his ability to connect with ordinary people. What made their bond extraordinary was Diana's openness. William saw her not just as a mother, but as someone vulnerable and relatable. She often turned to him for comfort during challenging times, creating a bond rooted in mutual trust and love. This connection would profoundly influence William's character and his approach to both family and leadership. But how did this close relationship shape William's understanding of his responsibilities? Let's dive into the challenges that tested their bond and left lasting impressions on his life. But life inside the palace wasn't always as glamorous as it seemed. Behind the grandeur of royal events and public appearances, Diana faced immense personal struggles. These moments weren't hidden from William, who often found himself offering comfort to his mother.
All the time, and trying desperately to understand how they cope.
One touching story that reveals the depth of their relationship involves young William slipping tissues under a bathroom door to comfort Diana during a tough moment. It's an image that speaks volumes about their bond. Even as a child, William showed an instinct to protect his mother, a trait that would follow him into adulthood. Diana's vulnerability became a formative part of William's upbringing. Unlike most children, he witnessed the emotional challenges his mother faced, and this shaped his understanding of compassion and resilience. Instead of being shielded from these realities, he became a quiet source of strength for Diana during her darkest times. Yet these experiences weren't without their challenges. The weight of seeing his mother's pain undoubtedly left its mark on William, even if he didn't fully understand the complexities at the time. As William grew older, he began to realize the emotional toll these experiences had on both his mother and himself. But how did Diana balance her struggles with the need to prepare William for his royal duties?
You know, the rest of her life will be very different. And we must stop the landmines if we can.
Let's explore the lessons she imparted that continue to shape him today. Being the heir to the British throne came with immense pressure, even as a child. William's life was carefully structured around royal protocols and future responsibilities, but Diana was determined not to let these expectations define him entirely. She believed that William's role as a future king required not only knowledge of tradition, but also a deep understanding of people. To achieve this, she exposed him to life outside the palace. Visits to homeless shelters, hospitals, and AIDS clinics were common. Diana wanted William to see firsthand the struggles of ordinary people and develop empathy. These moments left a lasting impression on William. They taught him that being a leader isn't just about power, it's about service and compassion. Diana's efforts ensured that William grew up with a sense of purpose that went beyond his royal title.
I think there's an element of, there is a long-term view to look at. It's not...
Even as she prepared him for the throne, Diana never let the weight of royal duties overshadow his individuality. She wanted him to embrace his humanity before his princely responsibilities. This balance of tradition and modern values became a cornerstone of William's character. But life wasn't always about lessons and preparation. Tragedy struck when William was just a teenager, changing his life forever. How did he cope with this loss? And what impact did it have on his future? The world stood still on August 31st, 1997, when news of Princess Diana's untimely passing broke. For a 15-year-old William, the loss of his mother was devastating. Diana wasn't just a parent. She was his emotional anchor and the guiding light in his life. The aftermath of her death thrust William into a whirlwind of grief and public scrutiny. Mourning a personal tragedy under the relentless glare of the media was a burden few could understand. Yet William managed to maintain composure during Diana's funeral, walking behind her coffin in a moment that symbolizes strength beyond his years.
You feel pain like no other pain, and you know that in your life it's going to be very difficult.
In the years that followed, the impact of Diana's death shaped William's perspective on life and the media. He developed a deep mistrust of the press, whose relentless pursuit of Diana played a role in her demise. Determined to protect his own family from similar intrusion, William became fiercely private about his personal life. Despite the pain, Diana's memory remained a source of strength for William. He often reflected on her lessons and values, using them as a guide for his own journey. Her influence was evident in his dedication to service and his approach to fatherhood. But how did William translate Diana's legacy into his life as a husband, father, and future king? Let's look at how he continues to honor her memory. William's life with Kate Middleton and their 3 children reflects the values Diana instilled in him. He prioritizes family and strives to give his children a sense of normalcy, just as his mother did for him. From school drop-offs to family outings in public parks, William ensures that George, Charlotte, and Louis experience a childhood that isn't overshadowed by royal titles.
Go bigger, go better than the previous year. I hope everyone gets to see the quality.
He and Kate have built a home environment centered on love, open communication, and emotional support. Diana's emphasis on compassion and kindness is evident in how William raises his children. He often shares stories about Diana, keeping her memory alive for his kids. Through photos and anecdotes, they learn about the grandmother who would have adored them. William also carries forward Diana's legacy through his public work. His focus on mental health advocacy, conservation, and supporting vulnerable communities mirrors Diana's humanitarian efforts. These causes are not just duties, they are personal commitments that honor the values his mother held dear. But William's life isn't without challenges. The dynamics within the royal family and his relationship with his brother Harry reveal deeper complexities.
And he had a few issues which were based not on reality.
How does William navigate these tensions while staying true to Diana's legacy? The relationship between William and Harry has been shaped by their shared loss and differing approaches to Diana's legacy. While William focuses on honoring their mother through his royal responsibilities, Harry has taken a more independent path. The brothers' bond has been tested by their contrasting views on family and duty. William, ever conscious of his role as the future king, has maintained a reserved and pragmatic approach. Harry, however, has spoken openly about the pressures of royal life and his desire to protect his family from the challenges their mother faced. These differences have created a visible rift, one that has played out under public scrutiny. Despite their tensions, both brothers remain deeply connected by their love for Diana and the values she instilled in them. As William steps further into his role as a senior royal, the responsibility of balancing personal relationships with public duty weighs heavily. Yet his commitment to Diana's legacy continues to guide him.
We've got to relax a little bit and be able to talk about emotions because we're not robots.
This brings us to an important question. Can William bridge the gap between his role as a royal leader and the emotional complexities of his family? Princess Diana's impact on Prince William is undeniable and everlasting. She wasn't just a mother to him, she was his role model, a source of strength, and the person who shaped his values. Even though she left this world too soon, her legacy lives on in the way William approaches his family, his royal duties, and his vision for the future of the monarchy. One of the most poignant aspects of Diana's influence is how William has embraced her belief in kindness and compassion. These aren't just ideals he learned as a child, they are principles he lives by every day. Whether it's through his advocacy for mental health or his hands-on approach to fatherhood, William embodies the lessons his mother worked so hard to teach him. In his family life, Diana's presence is felt in the small yet meaningful traditions William continues. He often speaks to his children about their grandmother, ensuring they understand who she was and what she stood for. He shares stories of her warmth, humor, and determination to make a difference in the world, creating a bridge between past and present. By keeping her memory alive, William is giving his children a connection to a grandmother they never had the chance to meet. Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you think Diana's legacy will influence the monarchy in the years to come? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our next video exploring the lasting impact of Diana's humanitarian work on today's royals.